All right, so I have 2015 Ram 3500 Mega Cab, and on my rear passenger seat, the recliner handle for that had snapped off. The stud, I'll show you the thing. I already have it disassembled. The stud, part of it broke off, and now the handle won't go on, so you can't get the rear seat to recline, obviously. So I've happened to find out the part to this new one right here, and here's the difference between the two. You can see it snapped off literally right where that little snap ring goes on. So now, since I already have it disassembled, which in order to disassemble it, there's two little bolts here that hold it on, and it sticks through just like this. And these are, I believe these ones are 7mm. And then in order to get this piece loose, all you got to do, there's another little bolt that's back here, which is 8mm. And then there's another one. I'll let this down. Here, come hold this.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to cut this part out.
Yeah, keep talking, I will. So, whenever you let it down, you'll see back here, in the back of this thing right here, there's another 8mm bolt that attaches on the back side of this. But you're gonna have to take this one out too. That way you can get this to move enough to where you can kind of lightly slide this piece out. And to do that, you're gonna have to start when the seat's down, and as it's coming up, you'll just kind of yank on it until eventually it just kind of slides out and pops out. And then you can kind of pull it to the side just like this to where you can get to the back, lift it up, and then down inside of here. So your cable is going to run through just like this, all the way around to the back side. And then this piece right here that connects to the mechanism that moves the seat, it's kind of hard to show. White. It kind of just slides into this piece, right? Oh yeah, into this piece right here. There we go. Now you can see. All you got to do is just kind of turn it and then pull it out, and then you're going to disconnect this piece by literally just popping it right out. And I'll show you that in a second. I'll put it together and make sense. So here's the old one. That's trash. And now we got the new one. So my freaking truck will actually work. Yeah, hold this again. You're just gonna take the new one, you're gonna slide it up under the seat, kind of around the back here. I'm just gonna lay this down for the time being until I fish this around. Oh my God. Okay, so you're gonna take this piece, you're gonna put it into this hole, just like so, and then spin it so it doesn't pop out. And then this is the little piece I was talking about that snaps into this. Need to hit it with something. Oh, there we go. You got it snapped in. Slide, make sure you have this piece of foam slid back just enough to where you can hook it back inside of this little slot here, inside of the plastic. Probably not that important if it's in there, but still. Oh my God. This crap does not go back together as easily as I took it apart. It took like a couple minutes to get the thing apart. I can't snap it in. All right, so now we're gonna just kind of pull this lever. That way we can bring the whole seat back down. You don't want to just recline the back. So bring the whole seat down. Then we're gonna have to kind of pull this plastic piece to the side somehow. Get it back in, probably gonna be a little tougher with this part, unfortunately. Nope, never mind. All right. So now that we got that there, we're gonna go ahead, take our, I need an 8mm, and then take these black screws that you took out earlier. And you're gonna, one of them goes right here to hold this piece in place again. Get it snug, doesn't need to be that tight. And then this one's gonna be kind of hard to show. That hole that we were talking about earlier in the backside here that held this little lever in place. You're gonna have to kind of just play with it a little bit, honestly, until you find the threads, because fortunately not really freaking any good way to see what the heck's going on back here. All right, got that in. Now everything else is easy from here on out. So now you're gonna take these two silver ones, which are both 7mm, and these guys right here go on the back side. Let me see that for a minute. So these, see that light? Oops, sorry. You can see one of them goes right here. And the other one goes down here, kind of in this little hole. It's kind of hard to get your socket on it. Kind of get the gist of it there. What are you laughing about?
Is it ridiculous?
Only a little bit. All right, and then you got to put. We got a plug under here.
You got, all right, now say it.
And then we got this plug right here. Just snaps right back in place here. And then the last thing you got to do, at least as far as this piece goes, so these bolts right here, actually I think this is the same size. Yeah, so these are 7mm bolts as well. I put these back in here earlier. Like I said, I kind of already taken it apart, so, but, and make sure this little cord kind of comes up through this. And this little tab right here on the top, it slides into here, and then just kind of fits right down. And you're gonna take your bolts and back in. Now that you've got it on, you're gonna take your seat, slide it back down, and you got these little plastic clips here. I don't really have a good way to show you how they came on, so hopefully you pay attention when you took them off. But flip them back up and then snap them back in place onto your seat frame. Grab your handle and slap her in place. If you put it on right. They're like a little clip on the back. Maybe slide it back a little bit. It'd be kind of easier to push on. There you go. Push your clip forward, and now your seat reclines. There you go. That's it. All right, so if you need to do this fix on your truck, the passenger side cable, the part number is 68066918AA. I don't know what the driver's side is, but I'm sure if you give this to any dealership or whatever, they can figure out what the opposite side is for you. Hey, this is how my seat works now. It's amazing. Look at how sturdy it is. It doesn't break. And now your mega cab's a mega cab again.